Welcome back everyone to another lovely day here in our vanilla Let's Play world. As you can see behind me, during my time away, I finished cloning out the rest of the sections of the Iron Trench. That's all I did, haven't done anything else but the sections I showed you last episode. So no use going over there looking at it, because that's not what we're working on today. Today's episode is going to be dedicated to figuring out how to get this zombie villager purifier working. And I did a bit off camera, mostly just cosmetic, because we're going to figure out the actual redstone-y part of it today. So here it is, this beautiful thing. Now this, when I'm done, I'm going to terraform over this so it'll be covered in sand and be under kind of like a sand dune. Wow, the world. Load in. But yeah, so a lot of this ugliness will be covered. But if we go in, this is what I worked out for the inside. This is temporary, of course, just for while we're building. Yeah, so what we've got is the spawner in there, which we gotta do a little bit more on today. We've got an on-off switch, so that just simply shuts the lights on and off. And zombies can spawn because light cannot get through here. Little trick for you, so I can see in there, which is a cool effect, but they can't. It doesn't affect spawn rates. Let's kill these guys off. Where's the other one? Well, we might as well bust this out because we got to get in here today anyway. Okay, so I did that, and then we're going to be working out this right here. And they will come across. So what we'll have is a switch. Somewhere in here we'll have a switch that will switch one, like down for a regular zombie where they'll be taken down to their death, and up, let's say, for a zombie villager. And if it's a zombie villager, there'll be a water elevator here, and they'll go up into here. This will be a water current that'll carry them along. And there will be, these blocks will be open until a zombie villager falls down in it. And when that happens, it will trigger this block to close, so this cell will no longer be an option, and the zombies will then go to this one, that one will fill, and then they'll go down here. So I only made 3 holding cells, because I think that's all we'll really need. We can always expand this later, like I can always bump this out and loop it back around or something, but I think this is all we really need, to be honest. So I want to kind of start working this out. Let's jump down in here, get all this crap out of here, and start working this out. Oh, I can't make that. There we go. And if you're wondering why this carpet may seem a little random, I don't necessarily love it here, but it's how I'm hiding the lighting, because I didn't want any torches in here. And that's the only good way I could figure out how to get it lit enough to stop spawns. But anyway, so let's figure this out here. First thing we need to do is we need to put in our water currents that will push the zombies out this way. Oops, dang it. This is going to make it rather difficult on me to get in and out. So let's put those in. Why did my infinite spring disappear? Okay, that was weird. So let's put these in. A little bit back and forth action here. Dang it. Oh great, I threw 2 of them. Now I'm down to 1 ender pearl. Fantastic. I don't want to have to go back all the way back to my base to get ender pearls, because I don't think I have any in my ender chest or anywhere. Great. Okay, so we need to do that one more time. Okay, let's just do this. Why am I making it hard on myself? Okay, one more time here. Good, didn't mess up my infinite spring that time. Pop the bucket in there. Okay. So they'll spawn. They will be pushed down into here, where we'll have a water stream pushing them this way. And we gotta work out this here. Okay, so I think, first of all, let's get back up here. Oh, fight the water current, fight the water current. Nope. Get up the block. Come on. Okay. Fine. Be that way. Seriously? I can't get up that one either? Fine. I'm going to end up having everything I built torn out by the end of this episode at this rate. Why am I getting a chest? Oh yeah, because I wanted signs. Right. Dang it, I guess I'm just getting it too fast for the game to update correctly. I went overboard making signs. And as you can see, I edited the glass texture to make it clear, because I hate the little particles inside of it. But that's all, the only thing I changed on it. I changed the glass panes too, but, you know. No. Huh. Well, I guess we could just do one of these things. This won't be a huge deal if we do that right here. Okay. So now, this will lead into a water elevator. So, do that there. Another water source block above it. Oops. Oops. Right, I was supposed to put glass in there. I forgot. So we're putting glass. And I'm thinking I'm going to do a lot of this on camera. Just because I've never really done let's figure this all out type episode. Okay, so let's just make sure that... Okay, yeah, that's what I thought. So that does cause an issue right there. So let's get our silk touch and a sign. This is an easy fix. Just punch that out. Oops. Plop a sign down in there. Alright, now we're carried down. The mobs will naturally swim up into here. There's a glass block there. And then there'll be another water current. So that should be good in here, right? Let's just double check everything in here. They get pushed down into this current, which will carry them along. And they'll come here into this water elevator. Okay, good. So we're good there. So let's go ahead and reassemble what I tore apart here. Doop, doop. One there. That goes there, and then I need a couple stairs. Magnificent. Okay. So now, let's go ahead and refill our water buckets here. And I also want to block off this doorway so no one surprises us. There we go. Okay. So up here, we'll need a water current that will carry them along to here. Let's go ahead and place the block in right like that. So they'll swim up to here and be swept along. Now, what we want to do here is, right here is where we need, so we'll put our switch right there. Do I have a lever? No. I have buttons. Why did I even bring buttons? Okay. That's okay. Levers are easy to make. We'll just make 4 of them. Probably won't use 4 of them, but... So that will be our zombie villager switch. Alright. So what we need to do is, if it is a zombie villager, we need to allow them to swim up a water elevator here. However, if it's a zombie, we need to send them off to their death. Now, in hindsight, the way I built this, I didn't leave myself a ton of room. So that's probably something I would have changed, but that's okay. I think we can make this work. So, if they are a zombie, just a regular old zombie, I think we'll send them down. So for now, let me block off that water to make our life just that much simpler here. So if they're a zombie, we'll send them down to their death. So let's get us some pistons here and start figuring this out. Alright, so if they're a zombie, we're going to send them down to their death. This block needs to be extended by default. So it'd be something like that. Alright, I'm just going to go ahead and create myself a little access way here. So I'll be able to wire that more easily. Oh, I'm so used to my silver touch, I don't want to do that. Plop a torch back here. Alright. So if they're a zombie village, or regular zombie, they'll go down. However, we need to make sure... Actually, I don't think we'll... I was going to say we'll need a piston to extend to block off the water elevator, but I don't think we will. Because if this block isn't extended, and actually this shouldn't be stone brick, this should be this guy. But if this piston isn't extended, it'll go down this block and it'll be impossible for them to reach the water elevator. Okay, so if it's a zombie, that will retract. They will go down into a death pit. Now, my original plan was to use water. Yeah, my original plan was to use water. Well, I guess I could make a drowning trap, but ooh, it's dangerous out there. We'll wait today. But I think I'm going to use a cactus. Oh, screw it. We'll do it now. I think I'm going to use cactus instead. Because if I use lava, I have to worry about the water coming into contact with the lava. So I'd have to come up with some way to shut the water off. So that doesn't happen. And that's more trouble than it's worth. Especially since we can just use cactus and achieve the exact same result. And cactus will destroy items too. Alright, needs to be sand down there. Duh. Do I have sand in my inventory? Sandstone. That won't work though. So, 1 sand. Okay. So let's get our cactus down there. Of course, the other problem with this is... Why you new place? Just because there's items there? Is it because there's blocks around it? Yeah. Huh. No. Okay. Yeah, I didn't think of that. Well, cactus was seeming like a brilliant idea. But there's a couple problems. One, the cactus will want to grow. But that's not a huge deal. I could just account for that with how low I put it down. The other problem, though, excuse me, is that it pops off with blocks around it. So we'll just make a drowning trap. So we can do that real simple, like that. And since they'll be trapped out, no they won't either, because they'll be able to get out. Not if we do that, though. So yeah, if I do that, they won't drown, actually. Huh, okay. Well, this was supposed to be really simple. Well, okay. I can use lava. I'm making this more complicated than it needs to be, aren't I? Yeah, I am, because I can stop the water from touching the lava by just putting a sign. Right like that. And then the lava can go right there. So now I need lava. Do I have lava? I don't think I do. But I know where there is some real close. So let's just go grab some lava. And plop down there. I was thinking this was going to be a short episode, but with the way we're derping around, it's not looking like it's going to be. And like I said, I think I just want to kind of do most of this on camera. Somewhere around right there. Okay. It's very dangerous out here. Very, very dangerous indeed. Don't knock me into the lava. Okay. I just know somebody's gonna knock me into the lava. He was murdering himself on the cactus. That's always helpful. Okay. One bucket of lava. Let's just get out of here. Get back to our project. Alright, so I made the kill mechanism. I was making that out to be a lot harder than it should have been. So hopefully that's not a sign of how this whole project's going to go. They say you shouldn't do redstone on camera. And that's especially true if you have no clue how you're going to do it. And that is the case here. I'm not really... I didn't build this out in creative or anything. I'm just kind of doing this as I go along. So, lava. Boom. And then, we need that. Don't really care what it looks like there, because you'll never see it. Ooh, is that enough to catch the wood on fire, though? It might be. I'm not positive. I can't remember the burn radius on it. So let's just put it down further. It's not like it matters if we drop them further. They're going to die either way. So, we'll just do that. And everything should... Yeah, that should be plenty safe for the wood to not burn, right? Yeah, there's several blocks of padding in between there, so I'm not too worried about that. Excuse me. So, now we need to wire up the switch. Okay, so let's do this. Yeah, this will work. Redstone. Need the actual redstone. I just broke the block the switch will be on. Let's go ahead and grab the repeaters because we may need them. Okay. I hear zombies moving around. I guess they're above my head. Okay, so the switch will be on that block. Let's make us a bunch of redstone here. So we'll send our signal right like that. And the reason I'm dipping it down there is so I can put a half slab there for the floor. Yeah, that'll work. So then we will power this piston. Oops. Derp. Okay. Let's just put a repeater in, because that will bug me if it's like that. It doesn't really matter, but... Okay, so that should work for that. I need to get out of here. I'll use my one ender pearl. Hopefully I won't need an ender pearl for anything else, so let's see. Okay, so that will be the course for the zombie villager. I could have sworn. What happened to my crafting table? I had one. No idea where I took that off to. That's okay. We'll make a new one. So we'll make us a half slab here to complete out that floor. Because we can use a half slab without it cutting off that signal. There we go. And then we can do that. Okay. So, when it's down, it will be the course for a zombie villager. When it's up, it will be the course for a regular old zombie. So we should be able to take that block out. Yeah, and everything works fantastic right there. I'm actually going to block that back off for now. So now, we need to start thinking about a water elevator. So to do that, we'll need a sign right there. Ooh, I didn't think about that right there. Well, we can put another sign right there. And there will be glass there. So let's just go ahead and put some glass panes in. Okay. And this whole thing will be glass, but for now, that's good enough. Alright, so then There will be a water source block. Like so. Okay, good. We didn't destroy our water source. Our infinite spring. We'll go up. There will be another sign. Water source block above that, which will start our water stream out like so. Oh crap, I just broke my torches. That's how I was telling where the pistons were going to go. That's okay. We'll just do it this way. So now, start working out these containment cells here. So let's just break out these guys for now, because these are the blocks that will move to either allow zombie villagers in or block them off, depending on whether or not there's already one in here. So let's think about this for a moment. We want a piston here in these spots. Let's get up here where we can see a bit. So we want a piston in these spots that is extended by default. This is the problem of how close to the surface this is in the desert. Okay. So we want a piston there that is extended by default. So let's do that. Get out of here. My inventory's a mess. So that piston will be extended by default. I'm actually going to break that out so I can find it again easily. So, it'll be retracted by default, but when a zombie villager does fall down in here, we want it to extend so this path is blocked off and we can't get another in there. Now, I was originally going to do that with a half slab, but the problem with that is that I'll need a way to get the villagers out of here, and we're probably going to use a minecart system at some point. So I'm going to use tripwires instead. Crap, my inventory. Let's see. I don't even know why I have the spruce logs in my inventory still. Potato, get out of there. Alright, in the stream. So this is what we're going to do, and that's what these indicator lights are here. These will quickly give me visual confirmation of whether or not there's a zombie villager in here. Because as you can see, when there's an entity in here, these will light up. When there's not, they won't. So that's a real simple, quick visual indicator. So now we need a way to carry this signal up into the piston. So let's work that out. So this really shouldn't be too terribly difficult of a project. So the tripwire hook is connected to that block, I believe, right? Or is it that block? No, connected to this block right there. Actually, it's connected to that block right there, right? Make sure we're right, yeah, okay. So, I'll put that there just because it'll bug me. And then that's where that extends. Okay, so our tripwire hook is connected to that block right there. And that may be visible there, so I may have to rethink those bushes. But anyway, so we can carry the signal. Where do I need to carry the signal to? Back to that piston, which is right there. Okay, so that's simple enough. I can just take redstone wire and do one of these type jobs, right? So, yep, that will block off that path. Cool. So, now I need a way back up there. Oops. Just make us a little staircase for now. Okay. So then, I need to put the floor back together. Like so. And we can block that back off. So, what will happen is, a zombie villager will come through. He'll fall down in here. This will close. And actually, we need a sign there. Because if we don't have a sign there, the water will flow down in here, which we don't want. So that path will close and no longer be an option for the zombie villagers to fall into, so they'll be carried over to this one, where we'll do the same kind of wiring We're going to do the exact same thing for these other 2 cells. So let me do that real fast and I'll be right back with you guys. Alright, so I went ahead, wired up the other 2 of these. As you can see, they work just fine. Wired it the exact same way we did the other 2. And let me make sure that I remember to put signs in the other 2. I think so. Good. Okay. So now, all that's really left to do is work out these water streams. So let's do that here. Oh yes, I forgot about that. The water's going to flow down right there. That's okay. We can fix that by doing one of these. Right? So let's see. That's closed, pushes you along. Yeah, so I actually need some more water here. Do that. Get back up here without flooding the place, although it shouldn't matter too much. Well, that's right, I can do that without flooding the place. Okay, so that pushes me along. So then once again, we'll just do that. Water source block. And we actually don't want this open here. Come to think of it, there's no reason for that. That's just adding in potential for mobs to get stuck. Okay. So that should work out flawlessly now. And this zombie is getting on my absolute last nerve wherever he is. Okay. So there we go. That should be all flawless now. Let's just make sure. So they'll come in here, they'll swim up here. They'll be pushed along. And yeah, that should work. Alright, now we need to make sure they can't get out. Yeah, I'm definitely going to have to do something with these bushes. Let's see. Let's just see if we can work something out real fast. This really isn't important in the grand scheme of things, but yeah, we'll just do that, because this is really bugging me. Little OCD, I know. Anyway, more importantly, we need a way for these. The zombies are down here. We don't want them to be able to just waltz right on out of here when they're not cured. So what we'll do, I was originally thinking actually a fence gate right here, but with those receiving power, I think that will actually make a fence gate open. We can try it, but I think that's going to be an issue. Let's try. Pretty sure that will be an issue. So let's see. Oops. Oh, that's right. I can't even connect a fence gate to that. I could put it there. But the problem with putting it there is when it comes time to get them out of there with a mine cart or something. Okay, I had not thought that through. Let's see. Let's just think for a moment. Well, that will work for a test for now, so let's do that, because I can test it with these. And that, yeah, there's no way that gets affected. I can test it using fence gates. So let's do that. I can work out something better later. When we come to figure out how to actually transport these guys. So, let's put down our fence gates. And man, my allergies are driving me nuts today. I keep wanting to cough. So then, what we gotta do is we gotta break that out. So the water stream is correct. We need to... well, we'll need a sign there. So what if we did that? That obstructs our view an awful lot. Well, we'll worry about the sign later. Glass panes. Go ahead and block this off. And I think we are ready for a test of whether or not this works. So let's go ahead. We are set to zombie villager mode. Let's go and set to kill mode for now. We'll turn the spawner on. And the idea is we would sit here and wait. Mobs would come through. We would... Oops, are they getting stuck? Yeah, we're getting stuck. Okay, why are they getting stuck? What did we do wrong here? Let me turn the sound down, because that's going to get irritating. And this music is annoying me too. There we go. So, okay, so there are too many of them coming up at once, it looks like. They're jamming the system. Actually, no, we need... Okay, we didn't do that water elevator quite right here. We gotta make an adjustment. Is there any more down in there? I think there probably are. Maybe not. Okay. Here's zombies all over the place, but I think they're up top. Because it is nighttime. Okay, good. I got more signs on me. So what we need to do... I put that in the wrong... No, I didn't. Okay. Oh! I'm being caught in my own elevator. Okay. We're going for a ride, I guess. Let's see. So I need my water bucket. Fantastic. So we need to actually put a water source block right there. Okay. I think that will fix it. Let's hope. Block that back off. Turn the trap back on. Let's not get too many yet. Just see how this does. So you'd stand here. And you would watch. Zombies come up. And they are still getting stuck, aren't they? Oh, no they're not. No they're not. We're good. And he still swam up. I was afraid of that. Yeah, I was afraid of that. Where's he at? Why are you all the way down there? Wow. Okay. This didn't work out at all. Why? You should have fallen down in that hole. I don't understand. Oh crap, I broke way more than I was supposed to there. We've got some serious issues here, don't we? Alright, I'll tell you what, I'm going to work off camera for a bit because we're getting really long here. Try to figure this out and I'll be back with you guys. Alright, so I've been playing around with this thing and there are several issues that need to be dealt with. I'm going to do them off camera for the next episode, then I'll show you what I come up with. The first issue I corrected, with stairs here with just glass panes on them, mobs could get caught up here. That wasn't a huge issue because it would correct itself, but I did fix it. There are, however, much larger issues. The first issue we were encountering were mobs were not falling down into these chambers. And the water was the culprit. They were kind of glitching. So I actually removed the water streams here. And the pathfinding will allow them to walk through here and fall down these holes on their own. So that's good. So I fixed that problem that way. However, when I designed this, I overlooked a pretty serious flaw. And some of you guys probably already know what this flaw is. It's a pretty obvious one. So, I have a tripwire hook on each side here, obviously, for the string. And it is wired to that block. Well, here's the problem. Both sides are wired to the same block. So, regardless of which side is triggered, both... Now it's going to make a liar out of me. Did I break that block, maybe? No. Okay, what the heck? That should be closing both sides. And it was indeed doing that before. So, did I screw... I screwed that up. Okay, I accidentally placed a block. That's why. it is an issue. As you can see, you step on one side, it closes both, and it's the same issue over here. It does the exact same thing. So that's a big problem. So I'm going to have to increase the spacing in between here. So as you can see, it triggers both. So that's a huge problem that I have to deal with. So I'm going to have to spread these out more. Also, because I'm using their pathfinding to find this, I want to give them a longer path to pathfind on. So I am going to extend this to be some more cells that just wrap around this room. That will give them a little more area to pathfind over. Now the other problem is, I am fairly certain, oops, I lost those glass blocks forever. Mobs are getting stuck in this elevator and drowning. Now that, I'm not sure why. Because I can't see. So they come down here. Are they not smart enough? Okay, well, wait, why am I doing it like this? Let's do this. I may have just actually solved this problem. Let's get rid of that water source block. Break this sign. And that should stop them from drowning. Okay, so I may have just corrected that problem. Yeah, because you're pushed out of there. So there should be no way for them to get stuck in that water elevator now. Okay, good. So that's fixed. And there was one other issue that I'm not sure. Well, actually, no. That will be work its way out on its own. I may have already mentioned this, but I can't remember. The mobs are getting caught up in here. When they get up here, they're kind of jamming up in here. Now, when we're actually running this system, it probably won't be a huge deal because not every mob will be a zombie villager. So it'll kind of regulate itself in that way. But I think we may want to put in some kind of junction here. Extend this out a little bit to one, give us a little more room to see whether or not we're dealing with a regular zombie or zombie villager. Is there a torch in there? I saw a torch. So give us a little more room to see and also to regulate the flow more. So these are all things I'm going to do off camera. I got a lot of work ahead of me to get this done. But the basic principles are here, and I will show you this working in the next episode. It will be working by then, I promise. So kind of some derpy mistakes we made, especially this one. This one is just ridiculous to have overlooked. But, yeah, it happens. So I'm going to get this working, and I will be back with you guys with a working final product in the next episode. So until then, I hope you enjoyed this episode as derpy as it was. And thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next episode.